Alright, for my project, I was supposed to make a typography in Photoshop, but I realized that I did not have all of it done in the 4 weeks that I had, and I tried to get all of it done, but I could not. Since this was not a 4-week project, it is very hard to do a typography in a 4-week time frame in an application that you have no clue how to work. So, as you can see, I have different layers over here. And what I did, I basically used different words, but I also copied a lot of them and put them together just so they covered enough of my face. I did not get the eyes done. I did not get my forehead done or my neck, but I did get everything else done. I used a stamp for my hair and for my necklace and my shirt. I also went in and I individually did my hair as my colors. I used the eyedropper tool. I got my color and then I used the paint bucket tool on my hair and I dyed it individually. Then I did separately change the color to all of my color tint here because I have a lot of different colors in my hair. And see, I can just use the paint bucket tool and change the colors of what I need it to be. Let's not have it that color. Let's undo this, step backward. I think that looks okay. Alright, so what I did for here, I did bend the text to frame some things, but not all things. So I went over to the text box tool here, went in an open space without any words near it, because if you click over here, it's going to click on one of the words. So what you want to do is go to an open area, go to the text box, and type in a random word. Let's go, my name. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that it is a separate layer. Go up to File, Edit, go Free Transform, and you can make it bigger. I would suggest having this all in white. So let's do this. Come on. Let's highlight this and turn this white because it works better. Come on. Let's change that into white. Let's bring it over here. And I'm going to free transform this again. I'm going to rotate it over here. And I am going to puppet warp this. I'm going to get it aligned first. Hit enter, go back up to edit, hit puppet warp, and it says that the text layer must be metastasized before proceeding. It will no longer be editable. Metastasize the text layer, press OK. Now what you want to do, I have learned that if you try to move it, some of the pieces are individual, so what you want to do is tab them all to make them stay in place while you are trying to bend the tool, and all you do is move the mouse with the points, and you can adjust it to whatever shape you're doing. I'm trying to get it aligned with my forehead, to the edge of my forehead. And yes. And what you want to do after you're done, click enter, and you see it has warped. It's not very good, but it's still what you need to do. Alright, once we're done with that, you can change the color, do it with the eyedropper tool. Click on the color you need, like my skin tone here. Go to the paint bucket tool. I'm going to flip that. and I'm going to dye it that color. It's not a very good color. I'm going to go over here and do this color better. So it adjusts to that color. So it blends in. Okay. Alright. Now what you want to do afterwards is, if you want to see how well it blends in, unclick that and you can see your colors. Now what I did for here, since it doesn't look like this my skin tone, I went over here and I used the burn tool and I darkened my skin tone, and I put shadow on my skin to make it look a little bit realistic. I know there's not that much right there, but I can fix that. Now using the bracket tools, you can make your cursor or your range more or less. I'm gonna put less, and I'm gonna do put it underneath my glasses to kind of make it look like my glasses are popping out. And the same for right here, because this is the part of my glasses where it's hiding my skin. I do it around the nose too, because my nose kinda is coming out from my face like usual. Kinda. That's kinda where it could be. Like, you kinda wanna make it realistic, like up here, underneath my glasses. I could do that too. What I've noticed is, if you want to use the dodge tool, that's great. But one problem in using the dodge tool when you have skin color is that it turns it white. Not that you want white, it's just that it's way too white. And you have to go back and do individual color for what you have just tried to brighten. So if I were you, I would not use the dodge tool. And I would just kinda, not. So what you wanna do is you kinda wanna like not use the dodge tool, because it seriously has white. It brings out white, and you don't want white on your thing. Let's go back, because I did some random clicking here, because Photoshop decided that it's going to glitch for a second. Okay, there's my original color that I had before. It is a little bit white because I actually did try. Now what I can do is I can turn my background on, and I can use the eyedropper tool, and I can replace the color that I just kind of did. I'm going to zoom in so I can get accurate. I don't want that. See, I kind of got out of lines and I made everything turn the skin tone, which that's not what you want to do. Now what you want to do is try to get all the color without doing that. That's why it's best for you to zoom in and do it, so you don't do that. And then you want to use the paint bucket tool and fill in everything you can. And when you're done with that, you can go back and use the dodge tool or the burn tool, and you can kind of darken underneath things and get the shadow you want, which is the best thing to do when you're doing something like this. Alright? Thank you. Alright, what you want to do, I'm going to show you how to use the stamp tool. Now what you do, you would like to click on the little key tool, and you want to highlight or select a color that has, well, a lot of color. A little part of the color here that you would like to select and fill in. And you would go up to select and click similar. Now it will highlight all of the similar text, the color that you had. If you don't like that it only covers half, or you want different colors to combine, I would rather you go to where both of the colors blend and go from there. Then it will make a better selection for you. Now what you want to do, get a new layer, and so you don't get it on the back layer so it doesn't destroy the original picture that you have. Put a layer over it so it doesn't affect the bottom layer. And go over to the paint bucket tool. Now you click pattern, and what you want to do, you want to make a new, you can call it an untitled number one, a new project, and you want to create a word. Let's do dream, and I'm going to put this in white so I can see it better. So let's do white. I know we can't see it on here, but it's not what I meant. I meant when we put it on the picture, and you can see it's right there. What you want to do, you want to come up here and do the Marquee tool, and you want to highlight this like you did before with the skin, and try to get as close as you can with the box. After you're done with that, go up to edit, scroll down, and go define pattern. Let's do, name it dream. Click OK, and you have made a stamp. Go back to the layer you are on, and what you want to do, you make sure you're on this layer, go to your paint bucket tool again, and select the one that you just made, just here, and you want to fill it in, and boom, there is your dream one. There is your stamp, and you can go in, go back, switch it to foreground, go to your eyedropper tool, select the color. I would turn this off first so you can't see it. Go in here, select the color, turn that back on, go use your paint bucket tool, and individually go in and color it. And that is how you use the stamp and create a stamp.